So for this project, I went to Home Depot and I had them cut me 4 pieces of wood measuring 5 by 15.5 inches. And then I got this Minwax stain, and I stained the front and sides of each board. Once that was done, I grabbed these corner brackets and some small screws, and I set up where I wanted my wood to lay. And I marked where I was going to drill in each bracket. I put 2 in each corner, and I'm going to be making a box. I pre-drilled, and then I screwed in the screws. Now, depending on how you're going to use your box will depend on the size wood that you need. I'm going to be using mine as a tree collar for my Christmas tree, and then when Christmas is over, I will find another use for it. If I were to do this again, I think I would have got a little bit of a wider board. This was about 5 inches. I think a 6 or 6.5 would have been good. Once I had the brackets in place and everything pre-drilled as to where I was going to connect it, I went ahead and started connecting the pieces of wood to make my box. Okay, so once my box was complete, I found the center of my board, and using the first letter of my last name in some Antique Villa from Wise Owl, I applied using a foam roller, and then I just connected the letter. Now this is going to be the front of my board, and I love this Mandala Stencil, and I just had it peeking into the corners, and then I went around the entire box and I placed the stencil randomly. The key with stenciling is to make sure you use a very little bit of paint. When you roll it onto the foam roller, you're going to want a second plate to roll the excess off. Too much on your roller will have it bleed underneath the stencil. And then once my stencil was completely dry, I took a 220 grit sandpaper and gave it a light sanding. And then I grabbed some paper towels and I just wiped off all the extra debris. And there you go. You have yourself a tree collar that can go around the base of your tree. And when the season's over, I'm pretty sure we could find another use for it, whether we put a tall plant inside. I'm not really sure what we're going to use it for yet. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel. You can find other tutorials and subscribe while you're there. And you could find the paint products over at chalkitupfancy.com. Have a great day.